Coach, if you give us your opening thoughts, then we'll open up for questions.
Well, this seems like how we normally play games if you look at our last 2 to 3 games. As the game went on, the flow of the basketball game was better in the second half. I thought the first half of the game was hard fought, but it was difficult to play. It was a weird flow to the game. But as it got close down the stretch, we had Kellen and Khyle make play after play after play on the offensive end of the floor. We were struggling to get stops late in the second half of the game, but we came up and made some big stops with about 2 minutes left to go in the game. We buckled down, and we got some very big stops on the defensive end and came up with some big rebounds. And then obviously Kellen hit a huge three that gave us the lead and put us up. But when we're in tough situations and tight-knit situations, close games, these guys, they seem to come together and find ways to win games, and that's exactly what happened today.
Kellen, can you talk about that three-pointer? Never really slowed down in terms of you looking fast to score.
I knew that the clock was coming down, and I needed to get a shot up before obviously it expired. So I just told myself I'm going to take the shot aggressively and try to give us a big lead. So.
Khyle, especially the first half of the end of the zone, you were looking to score every time too. Were you able to get the shots you wanted to a lot of the time?
Absolutely. I noticed there was a lot of holes in the middle of the zone. We saw that in film. So even before going into the game, I noticed there was going to be a lot of space in that middle. And once a couple goes down, you start getting in a rhythm. And I noticed, I have a real good rhythm in this game. And as I got the ball in the middle of the zone, I was just in attack mode the whole time.
Coach, you can't always be comfortable to kind of line up two guys that shoulder the ball you were scoring, but you had confidence in these two guys today.
These guys on the offensive end of the floor have been productive game in, game out, and it was no different tonight. They made open looks tonight, and they also made some very tough shots tonight. And as the game got tighter, these guys got better, and both guys on the offensive end of the floor produced.
No one scored more points in the game than the tournament this afternoon. As the game kind of got close up the stretch, I feel like your jumper was on fire again.
No, I really just thought that my teammates did a great job of setting me up. I had a few sets Coach Miller ran for me that were fortunate enough to go in. And once again, like Khyle said, I was just in attack mode a lot tonight, just trying to look for opportunities to score.
Kellen, you talk about you guys taking on more of a leadership role this year than compared to what it was last year. You guys kind of stepped up harder today before. You guys are more leaders this year.
Well, as a senior, you've gone through so many games and gone through so many teams, and you've seen so many guys before you show like that leadership role. I just feel like now it's my turn to be that upperclassman, the guys for them to look forward to. And Kellen here right beside me, I think he's the guy on the team that made the biggest stride within his freshman to his sophomore year. So, with us two being leads on the floor, being vocal, and KD not as vocal, but he definitely leads with his actions and his play. So I think that's a great combination for us and a great combination to lead this team.
Brandon, what was it like from your perspective? The game was tight a couple minutes ago to see these two really haul the team on the back and make the play.
Yeah, those guys were scoring all game. Their numbers going into the last 2 minutes of the game, they were very productive. Not only were they scoring, their percentages and shots that they were taking were pretty good looks. And even, like I said earlier, they made some tough ones. I really think on the defensive end is what changed in the last 2 minutes. We got stop after stop after stop. I want to say it was 3 or 4 in a row before they just drove the ball late game when we got up. That's what changed. We couldn't get a stop for about in the second half of the game, they shot 50% or 57.7% in the second half, and it was higher than that before the 2 minute mark. But these guys stepped up. They made some big shots with 2 minutes to go, and it's exactly what our team needed. Give our other guys credit on the offensive end. They knew these guys had it going, and they made sure that they got the ball.
Coach, if you're looking at tomorrow's game, Oklahoma State, a pretty fast-paced team. It's a kind of a game that just kind of still feel relevant in like your style of basketball.
We'll look at film and we'll put our game plan together. Obviously, Oklahoma State's a very, very talented team. They're extremely athletic. They have a lot of star power on the offensive end. We'll look at the film and we'll come together as a team. We'll put our game plan and we'll prepare the best we can for tomorrow's game.
Coach, turnovers and free throws, two stats you have to be happy with today.
Yeah, one has been consistent, the other is not. We have taken care of the ball at a very good rate all year long. And for our team, that has to be that way for us to be successful. We talked in the middle of summer as we're practicing, getting ready for Australia, that we needed to do a great job of handling the ball, taking care of it, not turning it over. The free throw shooting, we're a better free throw shooting team than what our percentage indicated coming into the game. We stepped up, we made some free throws, and thank goodness, because it was a close game and we needed every free throw that we shot.
Coach, they shot, as you noted, they shot about 58% in the second half. Were they doing anything differently from the first half than what you were able to see?
You know what? They attacked the basket more, and I thought they attacked in the first half. We fouled too much. It's difficult to play. It's difficult to play foul-free throughout the entire game, especially when you've been in foul trouble in the first half. So when you have some guys that are in foul trouble and you're playing in the second half of the game, you're thinking about not fouling. Maybe they get a better look because you're not trying to foul. But they didn't do a whole lot. They didn't change the way they played in the second half of the game, if that's what they're asking. Other than they attacked the basket more. They took advantage of some guys being in foul trouble, but they executed their offense. You give them credit. They played well. They shot it well in the second half, and luckily, we were able to get stops towards the end of the game.
Kellen, with your production down the stretch, kind of what do you envision for you game shot essentially?
Yeah, I knew I was capable of doing that. It's just a matter of showing it, and just my teammates giving me the opportunity to do so. And obviously, I have a lot of help with Khyle and the rest of the guys as far as scoring goes. So I try to take a lot of pressure off myself as far as that goes, because I know that my teammates will have my back.
Kyle, last year you guys beat UNC and kind of shocked everybody. Did that win give you confidence going into tomorrow's game?
Oh, absolutely. I'm very confident in our team, night in, night out. This team's gone through so much adversity in the beginning of this year, and just the way we finished out game just shows how tough and how fearless these guys are. And no matter who's in front of us, I'm always going to pick our guys. I'm always going to be confident in our guys, and we're ready for the challenge.
Coach, can you talk about the fan support a little bit? I mean, we're not good, but we're not anywhere near Indy. We have a lot of fans out there.
The fans were terrific. Obviously, you come out, you play a game, you're in Orlando, you're away from Indy, and to have the support that we had, the game's getting close, the game's tight, and you can hear our crowd. And we played off of their emotion towards the end of the game, but obviously to have that support down in Orlando on Thanksgiving, it was great for our team.
Kyle, can you talk about, you said it earlier, you've seen a lot of games, been in a lot of close games. The jump Kellen made first year sophomore, he really finished the game off 19 shots, maturity and the competitiveness, I guess. What was it like from your perspective to see him kind of make that jump?
Oh, I couldn't be more proud. Just to watch a guy just mature within such a small amount of time. He's probably the hardest worker on our team, and he deserves it. He deserves to be our go-to guy. And, we're all of us, all 15 guys, are going to be behind his back. We're going to support him, and couldn't be more proud to see how much he's matured.
Kyle, you were, you'd been struggling a little bit from the free throw line coming into this game. Did you change anything up, or was it just feeling more comfortable at the free throw line today?
After shoot around yesterday, I shot about 50 free throws on each end, just so I can get a feel, like you said, for the basket. I noticed I was struggling going into this game, and I'm going to continue to try to have that good streak. But I thought shooting those 50 free throws on each end really felt really good. I felt really confident going to the line every time.
How you guys have been involved in enough of these tournaments to know how big it is to win the first day and move on. Just going to talk about the excitement you got for tomorrow's game and against number 5 team in the country.
You're always excited to move on in such a big tournament. Me being in 3 pretty big tournaments in my career, that first game is very important. because you have so many good teams. You just have to come out, have a challenge every game, and playing the number 5 team in the country. That's a pretty big game for us. We're ready for the challenge. At the end of the day, I'm still confident in my guys, and I know we're going to come out, we're going to compete, and we're going to try to play for a championship.
Coach, we didn't see many. Coach, we didn't see many minutes from Devontae Morgan today. As soon as he got in, he picked up a foul. Is he having problems adjusting to the new rules defensively?
No, he's fine. He's fouled a little bit when he's got in the game. He's got caught using his hands. But just the flow of the game, the way it went, nothing's changed on Devontae's end. Obviously when he came in the game, he did pick up a quick one. We subbed him out, but we still have confidence in Devontae. He's going to play the next game. He's going to come in. He's going to play his role. But nothing has changed.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, guys.